OML Embroidery, and over on the computer, back from a trip, is Don.
Hello.
Oh, he's all excited. So, yay.
I'm happy to be home.
Yeah, I guess. It was a long trip. But anyways, the lavender brown quilt was a huge success. She loved it. He loved it. Everyone loved it. So, awesome. Awesome. So, first order of business is happy birthday, Alicia. Happy birthday to you. But I'm not going to sing, don't worry. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And thanks everybody for my birthday wishes. I unplugged for a couple of days and read like a book, like a paper book. It was awesome. Yeah, like a
audiobook.
No, that's when I work. So, yes.
Nice.
Judy Quilt, happy belated birthday. Thank you. So, Alicia, try unplugging. It was actually wonderful. I feel completely revived. A little tired today because I actually had to get up. And it was nice. So, all right. You're probably wondering what all these awesome threads on my desk are. Oh, I'm so excited. So, these are from Dimes. And they are the variegated threads and the coordinating colors. So the colors that make it up. And I thought this was amazing. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I was trying to match them up before for this one. This one is just stunning. But anyways, so I thought this was cool. We were way off on all the colors for it. I guess the orange. Yeah,
Deceiving.
I guess the orange. And the colors that you see are what they are. So this is kind of a yellowy, and they're all neon colors, which is cool. But this is probably my favorite one because it's weird. So then I just pulled a couple of them for you guys to see. Look at this one, the purples. That is really pretty. So you could do some design, I'm thinking of the Meep designs, specifically the heart one. So you could do some of it in variegated, and all the rest of the hearts would be matching. And I think that would be stunning. Absolutely stunning. So this one's really cute too. I like it. It's just a different medley of colors, like orange and pink, and then darker. Isn't that one pretty, Don?
Very pretty.
I love it. And then you got to have the greens. So this is probably my favorite green ever. That's a Halloween green. But look, isn't this stunning?
Very.
I could see it on leaves or different things. Cool. And then browns. Now there's lots more, but I'm not going to pull them out. We'll work on them. The browns are even gorgeous. Oh, and there's purple in it.
Yay.
Oh, who'd have thought?
It's kind of odd.
I never would have figured that out, maybe. Never would have figured it out. So that's just a show and tell of that. I want to show you guys one more thing. This is what Sam gave me for my birthday. Thank you, Sam. And she's clever enough to get the all the goodies with it. So thank you, Sam. So it's We Wish You a Merry Christmas from Kimberbell. So of course we'll be doing videos on some of the blocks for that. It is so cute. So cute. What caught her attention, she said, were the buttons. The buttons and the sparkles.
The buttons are very cute.
Yeah, well, they don't beat the witch's hand buttons,
No.
but that I couldn't figure out what they were, and I went, oh, okay. So we'll be doing a couple of these. I have the orange pop rulers. It's going to be fantastic for sure. So that'll be fun. And now, on to today's. I stitched mine out because I added a lot of stuff, and it looks really cute. I'm not going to stitch out the whole thing because it took like a whopping hour and a half to do it. So Dawn's going to put a picture up, and here is my design. What do you think? Isn't that cute? So I have a snowman, and of course it says Souville Tree Farm, and a Christmas tree, and I took down the fence and put up candy canes, and Mr. Snowman waving you off there. For some reason, he has a red nose, but, you know, maybe it's cold outside or something, or Rudolph or something like that. So, isn't that awesome? Love your tree farm. And I picked a funky fabric for the car, and it turned out really well.
It looks good.
Yeah. I did this on the multi-needle, so Ragnar is back in action. I want to tell you how I did all of these. I didn't digitize all of them, any of them, the extras. I got my hands on the newest add-on for Perfect Embroidery Professional, and it's patches and applique. And there's probably like 1,000 different things that you can add onto it. So I just brought Mr. Snowman in. I sized the candy canes. This is also from it. I was like, wow. So we're going to have fun. We're going to be doing classes on that coming up, hopefully in December. I don't want to say until the new year, but this is probably my most favorite one. I'm really happy. So let me show you the fabric that I used. It's kind of scrappy. You got to remember this. This is the 5x7. Now, if you're doing the 7x12, you're going to have lots more room to do stuff. So I had two little scraps of cloud fabric, which is perfect. I think this is bark, but I thought it looked really good as the stones, and I just cut a little bit of that off. And then I was trying to figure out for the background, we want snow, but not just plain white. So this is part of a collection that I've used, and it has like gold and silver dots on it. So I'm like, yeah, that's perfect, perfect. So, hello, Ronog. She says, hello to you all, hugs from Northern Norway. Well, hugs from Canada right back at you. Yeah, everybody, please hit the thumbs up. This is going to be a fun stitch out. Hopefully this plus something like this for the Christmas tree inspires you guys to get stitching. I love the candy canes. I always thought that would be the most wonderful thing to have a candy cane fence. Never happened here, but you know, one can dream, right? So, okay, this is the last one for this year. Can you guys believe it? Can you believe it, Dawn?
The year has gone by very quick.
I'm excited to see what she's going to come up with for next year, because these are so much fun. So, yeah. So, add your details, whatever you want. I changed the name. Of course, it's Souville Tree Farm. I had to make the sign just a smidge bigger, but I did it in the native file for PEP, so it's easy. Your block is absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you, Marianne. That's awesome. I had fun. Setting it up and using that new software. I can't wait to show you guys the new add-on. Just made it simple. And you know what? I could get a little bit lazy. Instead of digitizing a snowman, I just pick it and go. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Well, they're as cute as I would do. So, and because you're using native files, you can change everything. Judy Quilt says, so curious about next year's Dime Monthly Projects topic. I know. I can't wait to see what it's going to be. So, okay, think variegated. Now, when you're doing this on mine, you can see, well, you probably can't see. I did use a bit of batting because I wanted the puff part, you know, the part that isn't stitched. I wanted it to be puffy. But all the rest of them don't have batting, so you can pick and choose. You should put some fusible backing on the fabric, for sure. Of course, I don't have it done, and I didn't even iron. And this, believe it or not, is my car fabric. How cool is that?
Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that until you put them together.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like a light pattern, only a little bit showed up. Debbie Mitchell! Yeah, I thank Debbie Mitchell every single video. I'm sure everyone's getting tired of it. But she's the one that sends me the Warm and Natural batting cut to size. And every time I open that drawer to get one, I just say, oh, thank you, Debbie Mitchell. Just under my breath, just, oh, thank you. It's awesome. So, are we ready to get started? Now, mine is, I'm not going to do the whole thing. Like I said, with all these extras, this was, what, 82 minutes stitch? It was a lot. So we're going to do the basics so you guys can, know how to do the applique and the car applique, that sort of thing. And it'll turn out, Lynn, I can't wait to see what you do with it. And also I have some thread to give you. So don't let me forget tonight. Tonight is movie night and we're watching Venom. Venom. Yes, okay. The nerds out there will know. I know.
Sorry, everyone.
Oops. That kind of, your nerd showing, Dawn.
Thanks, I got you excited.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Cindy King, hello. Jackie Cheek, hello. Betty Turner, hello. Hello to everyone. Sandy Isabel, of course, I already said hello to Alicia. And Judy Quilt, all of our wonderful mods. It's awesome. So why don't we get stitching and start this, again, the final one of the year, Small Town Charm. I think it's been the doors were awesome, though. I don't know. These were so much fun, and everybody, get the creativity flowing. I'm going to post this in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group with the hashtag dimesewalong so I can see it on the next show. I think she is going to love this one, for sure. All right, let's go to my Luminaire 2, and let's get this party started. So I'm just using my regular 5.5 or 5x7 hoop for no particular reason. I did not do a bobbin check, so that might be in order. Is there actually a bobbin in there? There is, but it's black. I guess I could leave it. Nah, I don't want to leave it. So I have, what do you think? Will that make it for the appliques, Dawn? No. I try to use up my graveyard.
Thank you, Karina.
Bobbin graveyard. Thank you, Karina.
She says I'm so behind on giving you your weekend salary. She bumped it up a little bit.
Why, thank you very much. Buys the coffee and the computer. Oh, on Monday, we're going to be doing, it's still Mug Rug Monday, but it's just fundraising fun. And we're going to do the ugly Christmas sweater ornaments, but with a twist that you guys are going to love. Same pattern, completely different outlook. And I think you guys will love it. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. So if you want to use batting, plop that down. There's no special stitching for it at all. And this one is just, a rough copy. So I was too lazy yesterday to iron everything. So yeah, deal with it. That's all I got. Deal with it. So let's get started. And we are going to be doing the ground, the sky, and then the middle. So this is our placement line. Now if you back your fabric properly, then this will look a lot better. So bobbin, yeah, I just did. I changed it, honestly. I was going to risk it, but Dawn said no. So, my beautiful landscape fabric, which I love. And I'll try to be a little conservative with it, but not too risky. Not too risky. So, now we're going to stitch it down, which is easy. Ooh! That was a little too close. Okay, I'll try not to be so risky. That was nerve-wracking, actually. It's awesome. Thank you, Isabel. You guys are awesome. All right, so we've got that. Now let's go back to the desk, Dawn. Now you can wait to trim this one if you want. The other thing that I don't have done is it's supposed to be hooped with fabric. So a big block and the fabric, and that's what you can back everything with to give it a little more strength. But I'm just doing it a little bit differently today. And I did this one, and I'm going to applique it on to wherever it's going to fit on my Souville town. So that's why I did it this way. It should come out like this on a big fabric. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. I probably should have led with that, but you know. So now we're going to carefully trim everything. It's kind of hard to see my lines, but that's okay. Now remember, you'd have fabric down here, so your block fabric. Now, depending on how you're doing it, you can leave a seam allowance if you're making it a block and skipping the satin stitches. That's fine. But for the satin stitches, we do not need a seam allowance. So I'm just going to cut it.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you, Alicia.
She says, glad you had a great birthday, Sue.
I did. It was weird because I was alone and no machines were running. So it was incredibly quiet, but also lovely. I think I decompressed, and it was really nice to do that. I quite enjoyed it. Just quiet. No computers, no nothing, believe it or not. Alright, I pulled it up a little bit, but that's okay. Now we are going to go ahead and do the beautiful sky. Yeah, that looks good. Alright,
I like it.
back to the machine, please. There we go. So, yeah, no reason why I'm using the regular 5x7. It was just out. So I just used it. You know, what are you going to do? Sometimes quiet alone time is the best. Yeah, I wouldn't have said so, but I was kind of, you know, feeling a bit sorry for myself at the time, but after a couple of days of it, I was like, "Oh, I feel better. I feel better." And it was nice. I snuggled puppies, and
I missed puppies.
It must be hard without them. Odie missed you. My goodness. My goodness. My Odie man is so awesome. Beautiful clouds. I love it.
I love that cloud fabric.
I know.
Stuff.
I know.
It really fits in nice with this project.
Yes, for a lot of projects, actually. All right, back to the desk. Done. This one I can see. Yeah, where did we get this fabric? I think Len's Mills, didn't we? Maybe. Usually I remember
Or
everything.
did somebody send it?
No, I don't think so, because I have a yard of it.
I don't remember.
Oh, Anita Good Design has a big sale. That's what everyone's chatting about. I forgot to talk. I'm a little out of practice this week. I didn't do a video on Wednesday. I don't know if you knew that, Dawn.
Yes.
I was unplugged, so I didn't even think about it, which is good yet bad. I'm sure.
Unplugged once in a while.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone lived. So look at that so far. You know, this fabric would look stunning on the 5x7. For sure. For sure. Alright, back to the machine, Dawn. Alright, so now we're going to do the middle part. So this is basically like, you know, landscaping. And this is what really makes the style for this block. I absolutely love it. Now, of course, we're going to do satin stitches in between, so they don't have to be perfect. But because I'm using kind of like a white, I don't want the sides to show through. Oh, wait a minute. I did that wrong. So the next design coming up is the Christmas tree. So therefore, this one only has a tack down. So we are going, I'm just in the habit of placement and tack down. So we're going to go back. Yeah. That's why it's good to pay attention. So that's a bit thin. I should have backed this one. You can kind of see through it, but it's okay. Just for this one. It's okay. I like the silver and gold dots. It really kind of looks like cute, actually. It looks like snowfall. Kind of sparkly snowfall, but you know, sometimes snow looks that way. There we go. All right. So it was just a matter of backing up. No big deal at all. Okay. So now we must trim. So back to the desk, Don. So this is why I keep scraps. So this was a triangle that I used. I made a Christmas tree table runner. I think Mom has it, but I'm not sure. And I had a couple of extras, so I kept it, and it just happens to be the perfect scrap for it. So what I do for that is I have a cupboard. I have garage storage that I store all my stuff in, and I have one upper cupboard up on the wall for Halloween, and I have one for Christmas. So I just popped it in with the Christmas. So I know when I'm making something small like this, I can just grab, you know, the scraps and find one. And this just happened to be perfect. So I'm like, yay, that works for me.
It's nice snow background.
Yeah, I thought it was just great. This is part of a fat quarter set that we got in the States when we went to see Anita Good Design. I was talking about
so long ago.
I know. It was a couple of years.
You need to do it again.
No.
Not soon.
No.
In a long while.
All right, let's go back to the desk. Now, I have a very... Machine.
I messed up too.
Ha! Ha! There you go.
Captain Jack. There we go.
Captain Jack. I have a very dark green on right now. It almost looks black. So I'm going to change that because we're going to do the Christmas tree. And your Christmas tree can be any color that you want. It's 2 colors, so the closer you can get it, the better. And I'm looking on my thread rack, and I'm thinking, is that too bright?
That's pretty bright.
Pretty bright, all right.
It might look good, but it's pretty bright.
How about this one?
I like the other one better.
I could have stopped asking you.
You could.
This is Christmas tree green.
Yeah.
Probably that one. So this is number 777.
Well then.
And I'm cracking it open. You can hear me cracking it open.
777s of the exquisite.
Oh, I love their thread. I have a lot of it now, so I'm almost ready to switch over to be my main thread supply. Like for colors, I think I have enough to do that now, which is perfect. So we're going to stitch out the tree, and then we have a little more applique to do after, which is the car. So once the tree gets stitched out, and it's a nice blending of colors, hopefully it'll look really good on this one. So that's the 777 green. They are kind of ugly Christmas sweater nails. Kind of.
They're pretty.
Pink and blue. I thought, why not? I'm going to change them today or tomorrow, depending on what I'm going to do. I might have to stitch some Kimberbell. Or play with my new toy. What's that you said, Dawn? What new toy did you get?
What did you buy while I was gone?
Shut up. You knew I was buying it. I got the new cutter. Brother ScanCut, the one that connects to the Luminaire. And of course I'm going to sell the old one and it'll pretty much pay for the new one. So you guys can look forward to some really comprehensive videos on that. See how it works. It also opened up another feature on my Luminaire, which was that you can change any like closed object to applique and then send it to the cutter and then bring it back, which is cool. I kind of thought I should have access to that anyways, but it just came about that we could get a good enough deal. So it should be fun. I didn't feel like playing with it when I got it. I think I got it on my birthday, actually, on Wednesday. But I decided, okay, rotary cutting and cutting out shapes is not for me. Everybody has their thing. Rotary cutting is not mine. So I'm going to be cutting everything out on my cutter from now on. It's just going to be easier on my brain. Did you, Karina? Oh. One of my favorite things to do with the scan and cut. So the other one I have is a DX model, and it reads PEDesign. So you can just pull the applique part out of it, add a little bit, make it bigger. But you can also draw your embroidery designs. So if you have, say, red work, it's just stunning. It's one of my favorite things to do. I would love the scan and cut. The new scan and cut is almost exactly the same as the old. I have the old one is the DX225, so the top one, because it reads the PES files. Now the new one, I got a 325 because I didn't need to pay for the Disney stuff. And the scanner, I think, is a little bit better. Apparently it's a little bit quieter, and it has the My Connection on it. So I'm not sure how much it's worth it, but you know, I got such a good deal on it, you know, for sure.
Sandy's asking if you have a video for it. She hasn't used it for a long time, and she hasn't had time to look and see if he had video.
I have a couple on fussy cutting, using the DX225 and Creative Kiwi stuff. Hold on,
Thank you, Joe.
there's a blue fluffy that is driving Judy Quilt crazy, so we'll fix it.
Yes, she is too.
Yep, there we go. All better now. I have that old CM version. Is it a huge difference from the older CM? I have no idea. Stuck over the left eye now. We're good. We're good. Thank you, Jill.
Was that the first one? The first scan effect? And then, like,
That one got thrown out the window, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
It was awful.
They needed to refine that more.
So I also, just for thoroughness, was able to get the playbook for the DX models. So I will be seriously doing videos, step-by-step videos. So Karina says I have a lot, and I mean a lot of HTV, so I'm gonna have fun now. Love the auto blade. Yeah, it's really nice. The other thing I really like about it is the scanner. So the things you can use the scanner for is just if you put, you know, like a few pieces of scrap fabric, different colors, you can scan it and then place the designs and make sure they fit. But also, like I did with the Halloween fabric, I scanned it and then I cut out the ghosties. So it's a lot of fun. So I thought, might as well. Hi, Tank. No, go lie down, buddy. We're not done yet. Yeah, a tank friend. Oh, he's been a good boy. No, Don's not taking you anywhere yet. Go lie down, sweetie. I've had my 325 for a couple of months now, and I love it. Rotary blade is a must for cutting felt. Yeah, I don't have the rotary blade yet. It was kind of hard to get, but I should be getting it soon because I've always been stuck between a Cricut and the ScanCut. The Cricut has all the different blades and is just like super easy to cut fabric. It's just place and go, pink and go. And they have all sorts of resources if you belong to the all access sort of thing. But it doesn't have a scanner, and it is like 10 times louder than easier to use pens though. So I have both, but I'm gonna start leaning towards the ScanCut because it works with my Luminaire. So that's all. Sue's never had problems with fuzzies, but when I embroider, it seems to never fail that my tiny scraps of fabric get smack in the middle of stitches. There you go. All right, our tree is stitched, which is awesome. So now I'm going to switch to that dark green, and we're going to do the highlights and see how it looks. Or lowlights, I guess, because it's darker. For sure. So that was a perfect Christmas tree green. For sure. So we're just going to stitch up to and including the car. And then you guys can be off to stitch your designs yourself. And add whatever things. Remember, you can go back on the doors and Small Town Charm. And if you have any minis that were used in there, you could copy and paste. The only thing is don't resize them, but you could. Sewing Machine Plus has awesome sale. I got Florianti 360 set 1, 2, and 3. Like, do you mean 360 spools times 1, 2, 3? Because woo! I thought the rotary blade comes with the SDX 325. Well, not mine. It didn't actually come with much. I was quite surprised. It came with a standard mat and a fabric mat and a standard blade and a fabric blade, and that's it. So, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of thinking, because the rotary blade is new, that it would be included. Well, we're not going to complain for the price we got, right? I have the ScanCut CM900. It's 4 years old and I've used it half a dozen times. I need to do more. Absolutely, yes you do. You do need to do more. I'm gonna, like I said, I am done with rotary cutting. The only time I'm going to do rotary cutting is to square up designs, that sort of thing, but no more cutting out shapes, forget it. When you're quilting, AccuQuilt would be my first choice, but Dawn and I have learned the measurements. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, it's very frustrating, So yeah, if I don't have it in AccuQuilt, then my ScanCut is going to take care of it for me. And that's going to save me a lot of anguish. What are you giggling at?
Judy Quilt was commenting about the Floriani thing, and she said checking it out in my bank account. Thanks, you not.
That's a lot of, if it's what she said, that would be the whole thing. My dream... And I saw my dream when we went to Anita Good Design is they have like the thread rack with every single Floriani color on it, and I was just like, oh my goodness, it was beautiful, like a spinny kind of rack, like a big one. Yeah, I was like, I would love to have every single color available. I don't know why I think that's so great, but I do. Okay, my tree is beautiful. I actually like it a whole lot better than the other one, which is awesome. I like the, you know, the Christmas tree green and the dark. So that's the way to do it. Now I'm going to put on some white. Now you could use silver, the Kingstar silver, because these are just like the snow lines. Or you could use kind of like an icy blue color, slightly off-white, heading towards the blue part. I think that would look stunning. You don't have to use just white. Snow can be, you know, silver, pretty, sparkly even. I thought felt would look really good for here, the back, like a sparkly felt. I think that would be awesome. Can you pay attention? Not sure what happened here. Hold on. We're kind of like blown out. It almost looks cool though. Madeira has a tall revolving thread rack for all their threads. Would love one for dime threads. All the threads in one place. I know. That's a dream, isn't it? That's a dream. I just think it would be so fun. I got the new serger overlock machine. Okay, Don's still trying to fix it. Maybe switch back to the desk, Don. Just remember not to eat the yellow snow. It might not be beer. Yes, that's, everyone says that in Canada. I don't know what that was about. How'd you fix it?
I had to load up the control thing and reset the wires.
Yeah, don't eat yellow snow. And no, if you did white with like a slight yellow, I'm not thinking that would look good either.
Probably not.
It would be funny, however. But no, maybe not. I enjoy cutting the appliques by hand too. Yeah, I'm just not doing the rotary cutter thing. I started saying before this happened, when you're quilting, when you're piecing together, it makes a big difference if your blocks, your squares or triangles or whatever you're doing are perfect. So it's kind of like the foundation. If it's crooked or if it's off, then everything's going to be off, and it makes it much more complicated. So it's a whole lot easier. I double check to see if I have AccuQuilt, and if it doesn't match, because apparently everyone measures everything differently, which is totally confusing, but hey, then I'm just gonna hop on my cutter and cut them all out and call it a day. So yeah,
Googly eyes are googly.
they're googly. Well, that's why I put those. Oh, I located my stash of googly eyes, by the way. It's right there in the tourney thing.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So you could decorate your tree. I put a couple of bows on mine, which I thought was really cute, but you could do little circles, which would be awesome. Such a good deal for the thread. Are we still talking about all the Floriani colors?
Never mind.
Why?
Fred said 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I would think it would be worth every...
Full thread. 100, yeah. In each set.
So 300. Oh,
360 from what I can tell is their line.
that would be awesome. My Cricut Maker is an expensive bookend. No, you should use the Cricut Maker for cutting out fabric. One of the rotary blades, they're actually not too expensive, but it is brilliant. And I think it's the pink, the fabric mat, and just throw your fabric on there and use it. Yeah, it's awesome. Mine is a bookend too. All right, come on, people, get your cutters out.
What's with your fabric here? Oh, is that the way it is?
What are you talking about, Don?
Oh, it just looked like it was bunched up here.
No, get out. It is. Get out. It moved.
Okay. I noticed it.
Leaning over the back. Alright, so now we're going to start doing the car, so we're almost done for today. Yes, this pulled a little bit. It's actually, I didn't cut it properly. So thanks for pointing that out, Don. Much appreciated.
Sorry.
Yeah. Just mind your own business over there. You didn't, sorry, I was picking out thread. I picked out a nice silver. 107 is the color. So this is for part of the car we're doing. The other thing I like about this is the tree on top of the car. I think that's cute. So you could use black for this as well, or white, or anything like that. But I'm going to use this beautiful silver.
I like the tree. Pretty tree.
Yeah, I want to put some decorations on it. Now, this isn't a mug rug or anything, so I was thinking you could put some rhinestones or gems or something like that on it too, even just for the star. For those of you who don't digitize or don't have software, that would be really easy and fun. Sparkly Christmas tree. Alright, so this is for the inside of the wheel of the car. Awesome. So yeah, anyways, it's just a dream. Every single color from the line, so you know when you're doing something, you know you have all the colors, you don't have to make substitutes or anything. No, I don't want more of the same. Nope, I want something different. And now for something completely different. So everybody needs to dust off their cutters, whether it's a Cricut or a ScanCut, and we're going to be cutting out stuff. And I can put it right on my desk. Oh, poor Odie. Why do you always yak when we're...
He has to make an appearance.
Just why does he have to? I'm sure Lynn is laughing her head off. So that was just a little bit of silver. Sparkly silver would have looked great. And again, this was 107. So I'll put it back there. Now we're going to put in a black because we're going to do the tire and then the car. And I was going to fussy cut for the window, but when I got stitching it, I realized it's far too small for anything, so I just used black. Far too small. So I think on the larger one, it would look better. So this is our little placement line. This is our last applique, by the way. That tree is beautiful. I love it. I love the way the greens. So, for some reason, that trims, but that's okay. The second one doesn't. So, that's our placement. And I just have scrap black fabric. It's not even all that nice, but nice enough for this. And we're going to place it down. And then we're going to trim it. And then I think we're going to do the car next. Those seem to be large stitches, but at least it didn't trim. Alright, we are going to go, as soon as it's done its dance, back to the desk, Don. So far, this is really good. I want to compare trees, and you guys can tell me what you think, because I think I like this one better. We shall have to see. Now, when you're trimming the tire, remember we did a silver part under here. It's a little bit fiddly, you know, because it's quite small, but it's okay. We're going to put some satin stitches around it, so I'm not going to worry too much. So let's compare trees. So this one I did kind of like light and dark. I think this one's better.
Yep, I like it better.
Yeah, I really like that better. So it's a typical Christmas green with a darker one. Mr. Quilt, that I do need a cutter. I do not. Never hear the end of it. Yes, I may change your mind because, you know what, using a cutter is awesome. Let's go back to the machine, Dawn, for sure. I'm gonna say hashtag sorry not sorry. That's all I got. Just sorry not sorry. So we're gonna do the satin stitches around the tire for sure. Like the new you better? The new tree? Yeah. I like the darker. I think it looks a lot better. So it's just like a typical Christmas, they would say Christmas green on it. So yeah. I like it too. Yep, everyone's saying today's. Sandy, maybe next week I'll take the cover off and plug it in. Yes, yes. Once you guys know, like, how easy it is to use the cutters for fabric. Now, I will say, with some of them, you still have to put the iron on, and I can't be bothered to do that either. So I was really happy with the Cricut Maker and the Rotary blades that you don't have to do that. So basically, it's just throw it on there and go. How many of you were proud of Sue the other day when she had to do the video all by herself and successfully cut at the machine?
Yeah, good job. We watched the video.
Yeah, I can. I've just always invited Dawn to join in. I have, well,
Thanks for letting me help.
Dawn took them, but I have controls that I can, when I do a recorded video, it's just me doing it and I can control the cameras. I couldn't get it all to work, so we just had the desk cam and it wasn't that bad. So now we're going to do our truck, and this is the fabric that I chose. I thought about doing it this way, but I think this way's better. So just scrap buster. Oh yeah, for Monday's ugly sweater, it's gonna be a scrap buster. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So cute. I just love it. Alright, back to the desk, Dawn. I could have maybe been a little more frugal in my fabric placing, but I think it looks good with these colors. So, yeah, believe it or not, this is the fabric that I used for the truck, and it looks kind of good. It's kind of like a Easter egg. You don't really realize what it is. So, there we go. What do you think, Dawn? I'll neaten this edge up before I do the satin stitches, but for now. That looks pretty good. I think it would have been better to have a stitch down like here, but
I was surprised it didn't.
yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit awkward. Now, in the first one that I did on the multi-needle, the 10 needle, I used a very dark brown instead of black. You can see that it's black there and it's brown. Mm-hmm. And I really like how that looked.
It does look good.
Yeah, I just thought for, you know, just to be a little different instead of using black. See, now I've used black. So let's get the outside of it stitched, and then I guess we'll probably call it a day. All right, Dawn, back to the machine. And Judy Quilt, thanks for being proud of me. It was fun. I don't mind doing it by myself. All right, so this is the panels on it. That's just stitching. There we go. This is what I wanted to see, the black. So I just skipped ahead a little bit to the satin stitches. Betty Turner, love my Dreamy too. I know, I sometimes miss them, but Captain Jack is also awesome. I'm happy that I have them, so yeah. Then I'm so glad I got the Silhouette Cameo 4. Uses rotary blade, and I upgraded the software to use PES. Awesome, awesome. I used to have all three, so the benefits to me of the Silhouette Cameo is the software that comes with it. It is awesome. So yeah, I had 3 different cutters for 3 different purposes. So yay. Cameo, I don't have experience with the 4, but the one I had was awesome. So same thing, just a little different. If it's meant to cut fabric easily, then go for it. It's really going to make a difference, like with applique. So all my applique is going to be pre-cut. And I'm going to have a lot of sparkle because I'm going to do it that way. Cut the HTV with a bit of sparkle. Awesome. I use my Cricut Explorer Air 2 to cut the fabric all the time. Yay! Misha! Yay! Cricut software is terrible. It's terrible. So the back of the truck, let me just stitch this. So that's basically the applique for the design. The rest is just stitching. And then whatever extras. I would think on the larger one, the 7x12, that you could do some birds in the sky sort of thing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I tried to, but I couldn't get them sized right. So back to the desk, Dawn. So this one is starting off right. Oh, I wish I'd made my line straight. Oops. Oops, there's 2 oopses on there. Yeah.
That's okay.
But this one is my showy one. So I hope you guys we'll have fun with this one. I know I did. It's about the only thing I did last week because I was so excited about it. And the 5x7, I mean, you're a little bit limited with size. Like, there's no room for birds or anything here. I probably could have made the sign applique. That might have been cute, too. Put, like, kind of like a sparkly something behind it so it stands out. I think the 7x12, you have a lot more sky space, and if you happen to have a beautiful sky fabric like this, I would do some red cardinals flying or whatever birds that you have, sort of thing. I just think that would look fantastic. Like I said, I tried. I wanted one sitting on each corner of the sign, but
Cool.
You can see how much room there is. There's not any room. So, yeah, don't be afraid to try new things. I think it looks great. And the brown instead of black, and the snowman with the line through him. But
The snowman's awesome.
I think he's awful cute, and I made everything match. And like I said, my favorite thing is the candy canes instead of the fence. So you can change a PES to SVG. Yes, 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 yes. It's a lot of fun. So everyone dust off their cutters. Please plug them in. We're going to be doing videos on it so, you know, everyone can get using it. I think it's a handy tool, and it's a lot easier than rotary cutting for me. I know rotary cutting seems easy, but I hate it. So I'm not going to do it anymore. Anne says, I love it, Sue. I'll try this next week. Well, make sure you guys post a picture in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group. Eileen Roche is in the group, and she sees all the stuff that we do, and she pulls a lot of them from there. So hashtag dimesewalong. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys have fun with this design. It's really cute. The bigger one will give you more room. But look, I love this green. I wish this one was this one. I suppose I could keep stitching, but no. And I'll see you guys for Ugly Sweater Ornament Mug Rug Monday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
There was a bit of a delay there, don't you think? You?